Because that makes sense. We can't have that. What about the headset? That's not there either. Okay. Alright, there we go. Clues. Mark is red. Mark is red. Okay. Okay. I think we are ready to start. Okay. Oops. Camera's a little low. Camera's a little too low. Alright, there we go. Okay. And are we situated? Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Aniki Streams Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 8 for September 27th, 2016. I am your host, Aniki, and with me is the Cuddlebutt, who's a little bit annoyed with me, Jack. Oh, but here he comes to forgive me and give me head bonkins. Yes, he's a cute, cuddly kitty, and we love him, even if he is annoying. What are you gonna do? You're gonna lick, lick, chomp. Yes, lick, lick, chomp. That's your motive. That is what you are trying to do, aren't you? Okay. Head bonk. Head bonk. Okay. Uh, can I help you? Can I help you? No? Okay, but he's got his paw on me nonetheless to make sure that I know that he's here and to pull me in every now and then. Anyway, where was I? Yes, in our last episode on Saturday, we continued on with the very interesting next to last, but it's going to be the last case in the Phoenix Wright game. The first one, at least. And we. Sorry. Let's see. What did we learn? We learned a lot. I didn't actually know a whole lot of stuff. Um, and we found an old man who uh, was just kind of being weird. But he was weird. He was a weird old man with a weird parrot named Polly that decided to spout out something about the DL6 case. I almost said DS9 case, but that's a completely different story. And so there's that we have to investigate. And Larry busted in. Larry Butts busted in to let us know that he had also heard some gunshots, but there was no one on the lake. And the gunshots that he heard happened before the ones Lotta heard, the ones that caused her camera to go off. Excuse me. So there is that inconsistency. Well, maybe we can clear everything up in our probably final installment of this game, shall we? 1 second. Sorry about that. So let's continue, shall we? Can I help you? Yes, you're being a lovely butt. Okay. Let us begin. December 27th, 2:11 p.m., Wright & Co. offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo! How's everyone doing, baby? What do you think of my performance today? Ow! And I'm swooning in the aisles, huh? My baby? Swooning? Me? And there's Catbutt, of course. Oh yes, I remember feeling faint. Right on, baby. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right, baby? Oh! Right, Nick? Me? Oh, well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Oh! Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bowing before your hero. Oh! Today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Ooh! Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Ooh! I mean, can you really tell it? Can you really know he was telling the truth about that night, baby? ... Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Ooh! Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then, back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that you when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? What's he talking about? Wrong voice. Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot, baby. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial, the class trial. Class trial? You remember, Larry. Spring, 4th grade. Kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Wow, that was a lot of money for a kid. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. Oh! I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you. Thief. Give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one played with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. You really should be the worst. Fuck you, game. Okay. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I, I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened.
You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in the trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up on picking on one person. Oh! Just think how he feels, baby. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either, baby. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school, baby. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. Oh! So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but they probably but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. Headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. Oh!
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free?
Yeah, free. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick! Oh! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's the rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. He's an alien.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. ... Okay, let's go. Let's see, what did I get rid of? I still have pretty much everything. Huh, okay. What about now? Yeah, still have pretty much everything. Okay, whatever. Well, let's go check out Gordy. Summer 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Criminal. Dot, dot, dot. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. But how will the teddy bears get to their picnic? The woods? Where Lotta was camping? Woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Summer 27th, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. Huh? Steel Eyesore's missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. Boat rental shop. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oops. 1 second. Okay. Dunk, dunk, dunk. That. Okay. Dot, dot, dot. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Oh, ha. Hello. What are we doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw in today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If we find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Miss Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? There's a forest here beyond these bushes. Nick, the forest! There's someone in there! Dot, dot, dot. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Okay, well. Maybe we can go into the shack. December 27th. Caretaker shack. Dot, dot, dot. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, squawk! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, squawk! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello, squawk! Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk! Let's open it. Whoa, 1228. Interesting. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. Dot, dot, dot. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miss Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. What the hell? Okay. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out on the lake, or out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Huh. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. Hey! Lurker must wonder who the weirdo in the turban is every stream. Weirdo in the turban? Lurkers must wonder who the weirdo in the turban is every stream. Who the hell are you talking about, Red? I have no idea. Anyway, hello, Red Rock and Bob Zombie. Glad to see you here. Anyway, I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does that mean, to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? When I walk by with your hair in... Oh, I see. Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. And a letter from the safe to the court record. It's so amazing, I bet we'll lose it. My wife has always wanted one of these. It's called a kotatsu. Everything's cool. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. But yeah, it's basically a table with a blanket and I believe a heat source underneath that you stick your legs under, and it basically keeps you warm. It's very popular in Japan because Japan gets cold. Okay. Well, Gourd Lake. Guess we can't see Chrisburg. December 27th, Detention Center Visitors Room. ... You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right, yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor, anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Jnani Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. Leaping from tree to tree as they float down. Well, you go ahead and be that lumberjack. I know you can do it, man. You just need some wood, a chainsaw, and a tree. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. No time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. I wonder if he knows about this note. Well, it's kind of relevant to him anyway. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me?
Who's that old guy, anyway?
I don't know. Could you be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man, not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. Sorry. Do people get annoyed when you use their Grand Expedition yak? No, but then again, I usually don't use theirs. Um, Mostly because I never need to. The only thing I would use one for is transmog, and whenever I need to transmog something, I'm usually in Dalaran or whatever city that I can do that at. So, I've never needed to. Anyway, now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Dot, dot, dot. Wait, that old man.
Well, what is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi, sorry I made a boo-boo. Yogi. Suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Okay. Jnani Yogi. Jnani Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Twice now I've been in an area and been like, hey, free Yakima. Again, I've been in the middle using it in the move just so it drops me out of it. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile because I'm attacking the darkness. We became unsettled. I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. I claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? Slider tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I'm only bringing it up now because, I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Wow, that would suck. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah, what? In the butt? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Rogue! Believe and I think all love, just listen from the same dream where everyone grew up in the same orphanage. No. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? I say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone who else knows about DL6. Your sister. Or maybe, perhaps, Grossman. Hey, there he is. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No, kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He.
I see. I am Miles Edgeworth. I killed my father. Prepare to die. Yes, there you go. Perfect. So Edward dreamt he shot his own. So Edward dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
Dot, dot, dot. I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no. I don't believe it.
Yogi was a suspect of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Wait. Why would the statute of limitations have any jurisdiction? Oh, I see. Because, well, no, that still doesn't make sense because there's nothing directly tying this into the DL6 incident. So, yeah, he's doing this to get back at Miles, but he could have done this at any time. He could have done this after the DL6 incident, and we wouldn't have gotten to this part. We wouldn't have gotten this far. Whatever. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? Dot, dot, dot. He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karmer's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karmer's extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence mean nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was you see. Or she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the only one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his own son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless.
Okay, maybe we can get him to make a copy of the letter.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake? Bullshit. Yogi stole the picnic basket. Yes. Well, no, that's what he did after, during his decline. He couldn't be a bailiff anymore, so he just started becoming this transient. He stole picnic baskets, and eventually he got himself enough donations to set up a boat shack here at Gourd Lake, and apparently was also able to pool enough money from that to get himself a quite nice kotatsu and a bird that he could name Polly, because why the hell not? And maybe it causes sanity to slip into oblivion. Who knows? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won the innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Um, sure, Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with us?
I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct, Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father.
Huh?
He'll say as much in court tomorrow, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Okay. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence? Why can't we use that?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea, or, to the mountains, or fuck his wife? Yeah, I guess he doesn't have any children, then. Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. No, that's a subtle in-joke if you've played the second game.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocent. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Maybe I can check the cops. No. Move. Criminal Affairs Department. There we go.
December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. Um, we were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. December 27th, Police Department, records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. There's a conspicuously opened cabinet. Huh, one of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. Label says, unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DS6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what was his noise? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things, to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Well, let's have a nice friendly chat over a cup of tea. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to the otherwise perfect trial record. Humph. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? Son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your fucking business. I added that myself. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, he will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. This kind of goes against my better judgment. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot from needless hassle. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh, don't tase me, bro. For a stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Yeah, it's amperage, not wattage that you gotta worry about. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Oh, that's... Maya! Out of my way. Yeah, against my better judgment, for a good reason. He got us. The letters, gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues, really? But we have it right here. Wait. Defense attorney trapped in elevator from a lost trial with son Miles. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Huh. Memory loss due to oxygen after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins. Polly Jenkins. What? Yeah. No, I think when you're a cop to get your taser license, you have to get tased. Well, that's the weird thing. Apparently, no one heard us screaming out when he's tasing us. And I'm willing to bet, even if we told someone, there would be nothing they could do because of who Von Karma is. Okay, back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Dot dot dot. Maya, open your eyes! Dot dot dot. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah, are you okay? I I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when I need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Hmm. Maya. Okay. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that, a bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Put DL6 bullet in pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. Yes. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. I discharged last night. Took me 6 times, but I finally got it all out. Right, good idea. Yeah, 22,000 versus 600,000. That's quite a difference, I would imagine. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Well, yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. He says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 o'clock, District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Do I still have that case? Yeah! He took all the... He only took that one letter, apparently. Okay. Anyway. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. ... Prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well. Mr. Von Kammer, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about leaving like I did yesterday, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I did one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Maybe I can come up with another 6 voices for this guy, because I'll never remember that one. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. I left court. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday. Wasn't right away. Went to buy some food for Polly. Figured I got nothing to do with this incident. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Motive. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does that really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of those statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with what you claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. I'm jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. What about dental records? No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided. No. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? Didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? But this parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? And need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggest. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. He's Gilbert Godfrey. He can't be trusted. Yeah. Well, I still want to go through with your little game? Yep, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the pet. I'm surprised they had the parrot on hand. Now I'm getting flashbacks to Castle of Monkey 3, Curse of Monkey Island 3 in the beginning when we were talking with Wally, and he was talking about becoming a pirate on tape or via tape or whatever, and learn to talk like a sailor, speak with a how to get used to a peg leg. Who's a pretty bird? Or whatever the hell it was. You know what I'm talking about. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Dot, dot, dot. Name. Dot, dot, dot. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your honor? Please testify for us. Who is your honor? Dot, dot, dot. Hello, hello, squawk. Dot, dot, dot. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do by, And there's the not gonna put up with any more shit, the rest of the world. Look of Maya. Very classic. Hello, hello, Squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Remember 2 days ago. Polly, Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6, Squawk! If I can get Polly to say that here, then we'll prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Fun facts, parrots are so smart they can go insane if not stimulated enough. They have mental institutions for parrots. Good to know. Polly, have we forgotten something? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Hello, hello, Squawk! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello, hello, Squawk! Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, right? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? In one fucking day? Jeez. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, Nick, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. If we need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Well, I guess we press this one again. Witness, you can't... maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly, Squawk! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course. Sure. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... right there. On page 3. Present. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us this page. Where in the file is this information connected to the parrot's name? Well, that was Case summary, victim data, suspect data. Suspect data? It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiance? Well, now that you mention it, she's only 7 years old. Wait, no, she isn't. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. No. Okay, so I guess we press her on again and ask her the last question. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Okay, we already did that one. What's the safe number? Maybe we'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number of the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! My, what a reckless pet. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. Why do a row upon row of birds and tiny stray dragons sing "Who's Pretty Bird" again? Yeah, exactly. Look at the number to the safe. Tell us who the caretaker is. Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Well, that would probably be the DL6 incident again. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? It's probably... first one? Yes. That is... oh, better save just to make sure. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. You use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for this safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set the secret numbers to dates. Mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm an idiot like that, though. But this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Well, thank you for announcing that to everything. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker at the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Well, uh, Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're cleared for suspicion of this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Whee. That is all. The court is adjourned. Objection. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Object? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Then why are you pointing to Phoenix Wright? Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. I think those merry-go-rounds and the swing is calling to me at the moment. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Miss Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, pal. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Spanked with silk whips and, hot oil and candles. Yeah, I like the candles. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Oof. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Then, I would like to resume my trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. This statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Go to work in the morning, take care. Well, you take care too, Bob Zombie. We're almost done here anyway. Okay, that will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. DL6 incident. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Saved. So we went to leave, and an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Picked it up and threw it at Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, and I I mentioned it earlier. One bullet found in the heart, but the murder weapon was fired twice. And that was victim data? Yes. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make any sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. And there's clearly no reason why I would present it and not know. In fact, I'm glad I remembered. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Sure. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. No, Mr. Von Comma. Save your suspicions, or save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? No, that's not it. Why did we keep that? We didn't need it. Actually, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, so I'm going to look at this photograph. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim is lying there as Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in this door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed from by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary, that's on page 1. Okay, so what the hell, why not? You're in an elevator, no clues found at the scene of the crime. Depleted oxygen. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet was never found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Kammer says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is unlikely the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid we have to discount the defense's claims. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unresolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So, you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know, his case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. Second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it exists. What? But we've just had proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Oh, why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer... No. Why would he have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? No clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Only other time. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this certainly is interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. Knees weak, palms sweaty. There's vomit on my sweater already. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. You mean Viva, the prosecutor, is sitting right there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. I would leave a doctor as a witness. Grr. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Sure. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Why is he grabbing his tit? But he looks pretty nervous, and so he's grabbing his tit. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Just occurred to me, I'll be seeing that pose again a little bit later. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. ... Beep, beep, beep. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can only analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words. The murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Wow, I just freaked out all the pets with that. That scream! I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Hell, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. That's where only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! He's gonna give himself a concussion at the very least. Crush his cranium. Oh well, he's a murdering bastard, so too bad. 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would have been the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Yes, he just went Super Saiyan. And welcome, Kyokoi. I've covered you for the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. Lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. Yep, his power's level's over 9,000. And he got shot, so I can imagine, it's over 9,000! Or more like, it's over 9,000. Rawr. Okay, I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Good thing I got to reuse that graphic. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but you can tell he's crushed inside, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Ooh! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, reckon. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that a hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. Oh, my life is over, baby. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Oh! You don't look sick. It's Kiase. She's gonna live in Paris, baby. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, would you? Here you are, baby. Yes, here I am. You're right, Chedgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Oh! Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along too tonight. My treat, pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Oh! Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? Oh! I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Oh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No, Larry, it was you! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Ooh! Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Alright, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butt. I know, I know. Really right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, eh, baby? Edgeworth, You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it, baby. Uh, where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I'd call you goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you got worked up too easily, too. Woo! Death. The death sentence for both of you. And if only I'd known, I'd become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might kill my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney, after all. Edgeworth, if that's the case, why did you... Well, okay. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated. Maya got fucking plastered. She was running around topless for a better part of the evening, and she tried humping Lotta. That was very odd. Although Edgeworth was still in detention. Why? He was innocent. December 25th, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Co. offices. Well, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's still on 5 o'clock. I should go back to sleep. What's this, a ladder? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. You got fucking plastered, man. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. Yes, I've never been drunk. To my knowledge. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left it in this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Okay, you're right. I was doing high, not sloshed. Goodbye. What time is it? First train for the mountains have already left. To the station. The only time we'll ever see this picture. Very interesting. It looks good, though. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to help cheer her up. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, bye. Bye. And there goes Maya. For now. Thanks, Nick. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Concept, script direction, Shu Takumi. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Graphics, Kamiko Sue Kane. Kamiko Sue Kane. Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him around lately, baby. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. Oh! That miss is a nice lady. She ain't exactly what you call a cheap date, baby. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii now. Yeah. Graphics, Tetsuro Iwamoto.
Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I've sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Main programming, Noriyuki Otani. Phoenix, right? Aha, the defense attorney whom I investigated for the affidavit. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management for the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Programming, Masakatsu Endo. Oh, phew. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you say. Music, Masakakuzo Sugimori.
Phoenix Wright! He's an actor! Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that?
Oh, fuck you. How am I supposed to keep anything straight? Yeah. Sound effects, Atsushi Mori. Atsushi Mori. Sorry. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Phoenix Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know? Publicity, Hiroshi Nakaya Ayumi Terada.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have the time, so I sent her some princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them, so here she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway?
Manuel Yumiko Uchida.
Fright? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
Producer Atsushi Inaba. Yeah, I remember right. That Loa guy. Oh, me? I'm a training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, it's just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Executive producer Shinji Mikami. She's fine. Her spirit medium. She comes back. So cool. Victory. And there's me and Edgeworth and Larry and Gumshoe. Capcom. And the final chapter of this story that was the DS exclusive, well, up until, the game got re-released on various other platforms. This was added to the DS version when they ported the Game Boy versions. But we will not be playing that because next time we will be streaming on Thursday. I'll probably be doing a quick little stream because on the weekend I'm going to begin my run of Silent Hill 2 for the PlayStation 2. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. Instead of Aniki Streams, this is going to be Aniki Screams, or at least gets severely weirded out and probably has bad dreams again thanks to this series. But that will be then. And that won't be till the weekend. Our next stream, like I said, will be on Thursday at 7 p.m. That is minus 6 GMT. It is 9:06 p.m. now. So you can adjust your schedules accordingly, and we shall see you then. Until then, thank you Bob Zombie, thank you Red Rock, and thank you Kyokoi, and we shall see you then, might be. Until then, I'm going to end this, as I always do, especially when I ended this game, by saying be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later.